Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's that time of year again. I've ordered my seeds and the majority of them have come in. I ordered a couple of more fruit trees from Ice's nursery. They won't be here until later on in the year. And I ordered some comfrey and a couple of other things that aren't here yet. So it's the beginning of January, even though probably by the time I get this edited and up, it'll probably be towards the end of January. So I ordered at the end of last year. I started after Christmas and I finished about December 31st, December 30th. It was the 31st in the, like the wee hours of the night that I actually finished my seed order, because I wanted to try and do a no spend January, February at least. I'm going to try and go the whole year, but I don't think that's going to work. But I've gotten quite a few of my seeds in. Haas here, Baker Creek, and I'm just going to take you along with me while I open up all these packages. As you can see, I've already opened Haas. A little bit disappointed in that, but I'll discuss that when I come across that order. And we're going to get onto this. Let's see what I got for my seeds this year. So these seeds came from Baker Creek. So let's see what I got from them for this year. Okay, so this is what I got. I got Mortgage Lifter potatoes. Wow, I'm starting off with a bang. Mortgage Lifter tomatoes, and I've grown these before. I actually picked up starts last year from a farmer's market vendor, and I don't think they were mortgage lifters. They were quite small when they finally came on, but yeah, so I'm going to try to start these seeds again. The Yamada Silver watermelon, these are delicious. I got these, was it last year or year before, from Homestead Heart, and they were so delicious. So when I saw that Baker Creek had them, I decided to pick up a package of them. Then I got these loofers. I've grown these before with minimal success. I got a few, not a whole lot, so I wanted to try them again. I've got cowpeas or purple pink eye peas. Yeah, I want to try these. I'm trying to get enough peas to where I can actually, last year's grew not very good at all. It wasn't a good haul at all. So I want to see if I can get enough to where I can actually have some for saving, for cooking, that sort of thing. Last year's, I just had enough to start new seeds for this year, if that makes sense. That's all that I got out of my peas last year. So we'll see about that. Lettuce, this was a free fee because I spent X amount of dollars. So lettuce is always great to have. I don't think I've tried to grow this one before, so yeah. Now these are two new ones for me. Martha Washington's asparagus. I said Martha, I meant Mary, but yeah, I can read. And I've never tried to grow asparagus, so we'll see how this goes. And artichokes, I love to eat it, but I've never tried to grow it. So green globe artichoke, good lord, it's gonna be one of those videos I can see already. So we're gonna try that this year. I'm trying out some new things. I'm bringing back some old favorites that I no longer have seeds for, like this one. So the next company I ordered from was Victory Seeds. I've never ordered from this company before, but we'll see how it goes. I picked up Red Mammoth Fodder beets, collards. Picked up 2 of those beets. The Georgia Rattlesnake watermelon. Picked up 2 of those. The Armenian pale green cucumber. I wanted to try these. I saw another gardener and she was growing these, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's try that. I picked up mustard greens, and they list them as spinach. Now, I know them to be 2 different ones, but we'll see. So, mustard greens. Amish paste tomatoes, which I've grown before. Never ordered from this company, as I said, but we'll try them out. I've grown these before to much success, so I wanted to try them again. And I got 2 of those. Now, this year's garden is once again, going to be for fresh eating. I don't need to can any more tomato products. I actually have tomatoes in my freezer that I need to do something with. And I have lots of tomato products on my pantry shelf. So this is basically going to be for fresh eating. Now these I might hold and go another year or two. I find it hard to find these. So when I saw them and I was ordering other stuff from Victory Seeds, I decided to get those. So this is my little haul from Victory Seeds. So from Fedco Seeds, this is the only thing I ordered. Long Pie Pumpkin. Deep South Homestead, Danny from Deep South Homestead, he did a video about things he was growing this year, and for various reasons, feed his animals, things that grow in drought, and things that are practical for the homestead. So I decided to try to grow some of these things. This was one of the seeds he said he was going to be growing. Now, as far as this particular one, I have never grown this. I've never even heard of this company. This is where I found them. He actually suggested another company as well to get these from, but they were out of stock there. So I went on my little Yahoo search and found this company had them. So I decided to order them from this company, and that's why I ordered this. And this is the only thing I order from them. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I've never ordered from this company before, and we'll see how this goes. So this is the Long Pie Pumpkin. So my next seeds came from Seed Savers Exchange. I've ordered them from them in the past. I just love their packaging. Any little, like this one from Baker Creek, I just love this packaging. Just love it. Any little cute little packaging or whatever, I'm all for it. So yeah, let's get this open. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Probably not. Let's see. Okay, gonna pull it open here, and we'll see what we got from Seed Savers Exchange. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so we've got spicy green salad mix, tennis ball lettuce. This is one he suggested as well. Shishito peppers. We wanted to try another hot pepper, and we were gonna try, I think it was like a candy. It was like striped. I don't know exactly what the name of it. It was like a candy. I think it was called candy something. I couldn't find it anywhere. I've seen it in the past, I think at Huss, but I couldn't find it there either. So this is the next closest thing we found to that sort of shape of the hot pepper. We got a mix of sunflowers, the butternut squash, and Cherokee purple tomatoes. I've grown these before, and I've done quite well with them. I'm not sure if I seed saved from them, but I've definitely be seed saving from them this year. And then I got a Autumn Beauty sunflower. That is a really pretty sunflower that I wanted to try and get. And that's it from Seed Savers. Okay, so my next seed order came from True Love Seeds, and I ordered a variety of interesting things, as you'll see. So the first thing I got was the callaloo. This is actually, I've grown this, but I call it red. People call it burgundy. It might be called purple, but the purpley burgundy red one of amaranth, that's what I usually grow. So I wanted to try the callaloo, as they call it. My friend from Jamaica, she was growing this, and she said it grew really well for her. So we'll see how that goes. I got some speckled brown butter beans, and this is a bush variety. I have better success with a bush variety than a vining bean, I think. So we'll see how this goes. Then I got Scotch bonnet. This was also a suggestion from her. I grew this successfully last year, but from starts. I've had the seeds before, but they didn't germinate. They did absolutely nothing for me. So I'll see how this goes. Hopefully they'll turn out good. Last year was a pretty good harvest for them, but I did start them from a start that I got from the farmer's market. So we'll see how this goes. Then I got some more of the, we call it sorrel, but it's called Florida Roselle. I'm not exactly sure. Like, some people call it hibiscus. This got a couple of different ones. What I did get some last year, not a lot, and I wanted to try and get some more. So I want to try and make some tea out of it. That's why I got some more of these. Then this is the white velvet okra. I got that one. And this is sorghum. I wanted to try and get something I'm trying to cover all my bases. Vegetables, something for animals to eat, something that I can turn into a syrup if I don't have access to sugar or something like. Just try to get away from that ultra refined sugars that we all, well, in my family we eat. I can't say we all eat it, but we do eat it. So that's why I got some sorghum. This is the Antlers Underground Railroad Tomato. So I was happy to try that, and it's sort of like a slicing tomato, so we'll see how that goes. The Mississippi Purple Whole Pea, we'll see how that goes. That was another suggestion from Deep South Homestead. This one is the Fisheye Pea. Now this again was something that I wanted to try, and also a suggestion from Denny. So we'll see how that goes. And this one is the black eyed peas, but the leaves. So this is more like for spinach, for the leaf eating. I mean, people have said that it will go and produce the actual peas, but you want to pick it for the leaves, basically. So that's what I got it for, more like for spinach. So that's my haul from True Love Seeds. Okay, so these are the seeds I got from Jenny Selected Seeds. So I'm gonna take the elastic off of these. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Am I getting good at this? Yeah. So I got a cantaloupe, because when I was going through my seeds, I didn't have any cantaloupe and I didn't have any honeydew melon, which I think I might have gotten in this, or I might have forgotten. I got stevia, because I think the one in the that I have in the window that I bought inside from last year isn't gonna make it, so wanted a new one of those. I have this. I think I got this because it looked like a honeydew melon. So I'm going to see if it is. The way they list their seeds on there, they don't exactly say honeydew melon, but I think this is what this is. So that's why I picked this up. Another watermelon. We like watermelon, so if we can eat watermelon all summer long, we would. Arugula. I had no arugula left. Let's see if I can get this plastic off. Maybe I should have done that before I turned the camera on, but why? So arugula. This is another lettuce. We eat a lot of salad greens in the summer. I wish we could eat them all year, but I've tried them inside and I haven't been successful at that, but we'll keep trying, because if not, who knows? I will not pay. Last time I went into Kroger, just the regular iceberg head of lettuce was nearly $4, and the organic one was $5 and change, and not to mention those like 3 packs of the romaine lettuce. Nope, not gonna do it. So if they don't have lettuce, unless I find like one of those salad kits that are discounted, then I'll buy those. They're like $1 something. I'll buy that, and that will feed us for like one meal. And then some flowers, some zinnias, and this is a mix. So I like a variety. I don't want a whole package of one color, so I like when they mix them. This one is a mix, and it says giant, but hopefully they're not. I'm gonna have to consider where I put this. I usually put them in a little one of the little containers, but if they're giant, they might not fit in there. So yeah, this is my little haul from Jenny Seeds. Okay, so this is my haul from Huss. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. We have ordered in the past, and they've always said, I know this is kind of petty, but when you have kids and they look forward to this and they see Huss and they're like, ooh, it's my turn, and it's not in the box, and it's disappointing. But in the past years, we've gotten either a sticker or a magnet, and when you have 3 and the other 2 have them, and the last one that it was supposed to go to and it's not in the box, I don't know if they've stopped it or whatever, but I do have a potato order coming, so maybe it will be in that. The potato order is probably not going to come for another month or 2, so we'll see. If not, Huss, please start putting the stickers or the magnets back in your orders, because my little gardeners were looking forward to it. So that's my seed order. I'm just going to show you what's in the box. I got one of these plastic sort of coverings. I'm going to start a new, and it's a 6 mil, and it's the black. I'm going to start a new garden area, and I needed something to go down. I didn't have anything that was big enough. I checked in Lowe's and Home Depot, and this was a better value because it had a discount on it. So we'll see how that goes. So it's a 20 by 25 foot, and it's the black plastic, 6 mil. Okay, so this is my Huss order. I've got a Cinderella carriage pumpkin. I've grown these before. They do pretty good for me. Cherokee wax beans, white Dixie butter beans. I got another Scotch bonnet, which I didn't realize I had done, but yeah, we'll take it. Gypsy pepper, a spineless supreme zucchini, black oil sunflower, these garlic chives. I've grown chives before, but just like the regular ones, not garlic, so I want to try these. A Celebrity Plus hybrid tomato. I've done Celebrity before, but this Plus hybrid, we'll see how that goes. Atlantic Giant pumpkin. This is another one suggested by Danny. Blue Ridge kale. I've grown these before, so I wanted to get some more kale. I'm out of the seeds, and I should have seed saved, but I didn't. Christmas pole lima beans. Never tried these before. This is something that was suggested, so I'm going to try these. Blue Lake pole bean. Again, these pole beans, we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I have better success with bush, but I want to try and get some of these that I can, enough so that I can can. We'll see how this goes. The white acre peas. We do a lot of peas, like soups and stuff, so I'm hoping that this could be one of those that I can get enough to where I can also can them up. And then the giant gray stripy sunflower. That was another suggestion from Denny. So we'll see how this goes. This is the house order that I got for this year's garden. So while I was sitting here editing this video, my mailman came up to my door and he dropped off my elderberry cuttings. So this is what I got. I got 3 of each. I'm just gonna show you the names because the elderberries that I did have, the 3 that I did have, I don't even remember the name or the variety of the ones that I did have. They actually died. They didn't come back last year. I just sit them out. I don't bother to take them in or anything like that. And yeah, they never came back last year. So I guess they, I don't know. I probably should have up-potted them. I did up-pot them twice. And they just didn't survive last year. So in October, and this is January, they just came because they do ship in January and February, which is fine. And so this is what I got. And you can keep them in the fridge, well, same thing, until you're ready to plant them. So they will be going in my fridge. They pack them in a little bit of, I think they said this is peat moss. I'm not sure. But it gives you instructions, which is nice. And they say right there that you can put them, I put them in the fridge. That's what I did. I put them in the fridge and till I'm ready to start rooting them outside. And that's what I would do. But yeah, I want to try and see if I can get these to grow a little better than the 3 I previously had. So we'll see how that goes. I've gotten elderberries enough to not make a syrup, but I made a little bit of syrup. It wasn't even much anyway, by the time it boiled down and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so with these, hopefully I'll get enough to make an actual proper batch of elderberry syrup, and we'll see how this goes. So what are you growing in your garden this year? Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.